Hello, friends. This is Sushil Bokdia from Bokdia Grofin Business Services. This is again one more episode in this cash flow series. In this series, in the entire series, we try to understand how tracking cash flows can really help business owners to have a grip over the business and to understand how the really business is really functioning. We have seen in the first episode that why the cash flow is required, because it is a bloodline of every business. And then in subsequent episodes we try to understand the tracking sheet for we create a tracking sheet for tracking the cash flow. And then there are different sections in the tracking sheet, which is the cash flow from operations, cash flow from investing, and cash flow from finance. There's an I button over there, and you can just click over there and try to see the earlier videos. In this episode, what we're gonna see is we're gonna take a use case and use that into a tracking sheet and try to track the cash flow. We will start it very simple for tracking the cash flows from the services sector, and then try to take it on a different two to three different other businesses also. And let us see how easy it is to make a cash flow and track it using a cash flow tracker. All right, let's see how we can do this. So let us now access the tracking sheet. For that, you can go to YouTube, go into our Bokdia Grofin channel and click on the part 2. And under the description box, you can download the tracking sheet down here. So you can just click show more, and then this is the link to download the tracking sheet. I've already done that for you over here. So this is the link that's going to open up. And so what we're going to do is you need to have your data handy. So one thing you need to start before entering the tracking sheet is for the month. Say this is for the month of April 2020 or 21. So you need to have that data prior, and you're to the end of the month data. You need to have it while accessing the cash flow tracking sheet. So you need to fill this data in the cash flow tracking sheet. I've already done that for you. So we're just going to go over one by one. So this is for the data for a consultancy firm, and it is a services industry, and this is for the month of April. So probably you're going to do this for the first week of May, and the revenues for the month of April was 1,15,000, and so 1,15,000 I just put it over the revenue. Then the revenue is with the GST. Note the point that the revenue should be with the GST. Now the expenses side. So salary they pay 25,000, so I added 25,000, and while typing 25,000, I need to add a minus sign. That's the most important thing. You should not forget by the adding minus sign. If you don't have minus sign, this number will get added. So you need to add a minus sign before the number, so that the cash is going out. This means the cash is going out, and once the cash is going out, it will turn into red within the brackets. So this is a pointer for you. And the next, the electricity, traveling, admin, GST. So I'm going to add it all over here. I have different headers over there. In case you have some other headers, you can just right click over here and insert one above, one below. So the rows you can insert accordingly, and it's totally customizable. So here we can see that with the total sales and total the expenses, the net cash flow from operation is positive. This is very, very good actually. The net cash flow from the business is positive. It is 38,609. And what all the expenses have been taken is salary, electricity, traveling, admin, GST, which is GST paid since the revenue is with the GST, and then office consumables, telephone, and rent. So after all payments, the business is positive, which is a really good sign. Now what the business have done is, since they are getting good orders in hand, they have sold some old slow laptops, and they purchased laptops worth 70,000. So how you can add this in the under the investing boxes, sale of equipment. Since laptops, we have seen in the third episode that laptops are equipments, and this is sale. So sale is plus for 5,000, so 5,000 comes into it. And then they purchase 70,000 worth of equipments, which is minus again. So net cash flow from activity investing is minus, which is a good sign since it is a growing business. Now let us go back to financing activities. Do they have any loans? Yes. So they pay 25,000 EMI loans, and this been added over here's cash paid for loan repayments, which is 24,000, and this is minus sign again, so this cash is going out. And did they borrow anything? Yes, they borrowed around. Okay, they borrowed 50,000 rupees, and which is being added over here, which is cash receipts from borrowing 50,000. So the net cash flow over here you can see is from my financing is 26,000, and the overall cash flow with the operations, investing, and financing is 2,000. So which is a net good. The business is doing a good job. That's all for now, and this is you can see how simple it is to make a tracking sheet. So now we have seen how simple it is to make the tracking sheet and follow it. The only criteria over here is you need a little bit of discipline in tracking your cash inflows and outflows month on month. The idea is to do it every week so that it is not tedious at the end of the month. So once you do that, once you have the data handy, it is so simple to fill the data in the tracking sheet, and then you get your numbers on hand. See, over this is a process which will get better over and over. And once you do this every month on month, you can really see how this is a lead indicator which really helps you to understand where the really cash is flowing in or out. So these indicators helps the business owners and to plan their cash flow accordingly. If they want to take up new commitment or new projects, this cash flow tracking sheet will really help them. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more different businesses or for cash flow tracking sheet, just put that in the comment box below, so that we can come out with those data and fill the tracking sheet for that particular business, and that will really help you to track it better. So again, signing off, Sushil from Bokdia Grofin. If you like this video, share it with your friend, share it with your business owner friend, so that let us spread this awareness to a lot of people possible. Thank you again. Thank you for watching.